Hello everyone, it is me, Yiking, and we are back with another review. For today's review, we got from Transformers Studio Series 86, Transformers the Movie, Commander Class, LongHaul. So technically my second Commander Class for video-wise, but it's still my first Commander Class because he comes in a double pack along with Hook. But I still have the same bits as I did with Hook's intro. I'm very excited to have him as my first Commander. Like, I've never seen Commander class box in a while, but when I got mine, it looks pretty big. Like, I've seen the standard classes plus Titan class size boxes in a while, but never a Commander class one, so, you know, it's, like, actually kind of big. But I also have some other Commanders on the list, like 86 Optimus, Armada Optimus, that's all I can remember. Like, there's more, but, you know, it's only ones I can remember off the top of my head. I may or may not try Gun for Onslaught next year, because we have Vortex, so there's pretty good chance Onslaught's going to get Commander next year. They always say that, because I may or may not want to try see if I want to get Bruticus. He looks pretty cool, so he might be a goal for next year, because I do believe all his pieces are, like, most should be out next year. I mean, we already got Vortex, so for this year, I just gotta pick him up. But, you know, I do wonder if he's gonna be a rocket or not. Because I know for One Piece, not the meme, but for One Piece for Bruticus during Combiner Wars, had to be a plane, not a rocket. So I don't know if they're gonna pull that move again. But yeah, pretty cool figure. But now we actually take a look at the box. Boom. It's big. So 3 out of 5 for Devastator, but funny enough, here's Bone Crusher's box, and he says 2 of 6. I mean, like, it's still the same principle. You have 6 members, you can count by boxes, but it's pretty interesting that they decided to go for out of 5 when the Commander pack came out. So I don't know, I just thought that was interesting. But it takes 17 steps for Hook to go from robot to alt mode. And then LongHaul 19 steps go from robot to alt mode. They share a bulldozer. Obviously, it does see the names right there, plus Transformers Movie, Hasbro. Up top, Transformers Movie, the names yet again. Flip down here. We have some mumbo jumbo. This Commander pack includes 2 figures, a trailer, and 11 pieces. Yeah, the trailer is like Devastator's extra bits. I'm not gonna show, like, I'll show off the trailer in alt mode, but like actually taking it apart and whatnot, I'm not really gonna show. I mean, I might show off some little bits, but I'm not gonna like fully disassemble it. And here's our beautiful barcode. Oh, it's upside down. There's our beautiful barcode. And we flip over here, it just shows Hook and LongHaul in their alt modes, plus Transformers the Movie. Suppose it doesn't say Commander class. I didn't even notice that when I was doing Hook's video. Well, I seen the Titan box in a while, but only the front side. I saw the side, so I don't know if that also says Titan class on the side or not. Or that's just like a standard size thing. But we flip over here, shows Devastator. 3 of 5 to collect. Flip back here. It shows Devastator about to truck Sludge. LongHaul and Hook combined with the other constructed cards from Devastator. It's actually different for Bone Crusher's box, so it makes me wonder if it's also going to be different for the rest of them. But for Bone Crusher, it says Bone Crusher battles the Autobots in Autobot City on Earth. But yeah, it just reiterates 17 steps for Hook to go to alt mode, which was our last video we did. At least unboxing view-wise. I don't know if there'll be a gameplay or some other video inserted in between them. And then for LongHaul, yet again, 19 steps go from robot to alt mode, and that's what the trailer looks like, but I will show it in the video. And yeah, and I can see them definitely printing this for the G2 colors sometime in the future, and then doing it again for the Devastation version. Then again, you know, last year we got 2 of them. This year we're getting Grimlock, Snarl and Slug and G2 colors, and next year we're getting Swoop and Sludge. So who knows, maybe in a couple years we're gonna get this one, but it's definitely not next year because we have too many Commanders coming out. So at least at bare minimum 2027 is when we can maybe see a G2 version. I'm just saying that because they are very quick with reprinting the molds, but who knows, maybe it could be better, and maybe they'll just do Devastation first, then G2 version. But let's get into the figure. So we got our boy LongHaul. He does come with a Pew Pew Bang Bang. It's a little bit different to Hooks. Hooks was a solid black piece, but with LongHaul, it's actually 2 pieces. Actually, you could just use this as, you could hold. Well, you can't hold this one, but you could maybe use it as like a smokestack something, and you got a different cannon. I hear talking, but it's very faint, so I'm gonna keep the camera rolling, and I hope it doesn't get picked up because I'm talking over it. Oh yeah, but earlier before I did start filming, funny enough, there was a little bit of hammering and drilling going on outside. So if it happens again during the video, I do apologize, but it's kind of funny that it happened after I finished filming Hook's video, but stopped before I filming LongHaul's. I mean, I was doing Hook stop motion, but I just take pictures and throw sound over it, so it's not that in the world if that gets picked up. But pretty funny that there was some construction noise when I'm doing Constructicons. But yeah, you just hold it like this. Which is very weird. I just realized that Hook and LongHaul, neither of them are the leader for at least the G1 version, the Constructicons. I know Mixmaster is for the Bayverse version, but for the G1 one, it's Scrapper, which is weird considering he forms like the left or right leg. Well, this is the left side, so yeah, he forms the left leg of Devastator, so it's interesting he's a leg piece and not like one of the chest pieces. I always assumed it was like LongHaul or Hook, to be honest. Actually, it'd be kind of cool if in the future we can have a Prowl that can combine to form the new head of Devastator. Because that happened in a comic once where Hook died, so they like kidnapped Prowl and brainwashed him into being the new member of a Constructicon, and he was able to form the new head of Devastator. It was basically the same. The only difference was the Hook section was just gray with the Devastator head, and I think it might have had like Prowl's little boomerang looking things on Devastator's head since it was Prowl, but I'm not 100% sure. I'll throw up the picture if I can remember. But yeah, pretty cool. Also, you get that bright green that looks a lot brighter on camera. Like, it's still bright, but it's less brighter off camera, so, you know, it's not as green if you see this stuff in person. But I'm very happy for this being my first commander. I mean, been collecting since the summer of 2023. It's about time I got myself a commander. So now I have all sizes. I have Tripticon. He's my Titan class from G1, so I'll let that pass. But, you know, Star Convoy looks interesting. I might try to pick him up next year. Might. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Let's go over the articulation. So for LongHaul, his head is on a ball joint, so it can look everywhere and anywhere. I mean, it kind of helps. Not really, though. Arms can do a full 360, unlike Hook, where he was actually impeded. You have a bicep swivel. Unfortunately, unlike with Hook, where I didn't understand why, this one you actually do need for transformation, but his arms can only go in and out. No waist articulation. But he does have an ab crunch. Hook does not have an ab crunch, or if he does, then I completely missed that in my articulation segment. I do apologize. For his legs, they can go out that far. They can go up this far. They can go back this far, and it's like not touching it, so I think it's just by the standard rotation. I don't think it's getting impeded. You have a bicep swivel. You have 90 degrees of bend, but you gotta like unpeg it to get to that motion. He has a second leg motion, it's just hard to get to. So I don't know if this is his knee bend or up there's a knee bend, but if this is, it goes to a little bit under 90, and you just leave it out like that, but it looks stupid, so I like to keep mine closed. Come on, you. Work for Papa. Ah, there you go. And he has lots of ankle tilt. I think Hook has about the same amount, maybe a little bit less. And then, I don't know if this counts as an articulation, but it's just purely for transformation, so who cares? But yeah, that's LongHaul's articulation. Let's get into those size comparisons. Wow, you actually go out of frame, so. Since LongHaul's trailer is technically transformed, I'll whip it out when he's in alt mode, so that's why we're doing this right now. Okay, the tripod decided to collapse in on itself, not really though. Alright, let's get into those size comparisons, but before I do, I will leave a link to their videos in the description down below, in the description down below, and in the icon up above, in case you folks want to check them out. Before or after the video, you know, you could pause the video, check them out, or you can finish this video, then go check out size comparisons, whichever you want to do. But at first, we have from Transformers Earthrise, Voyager Class Grapple. And this will sadly be his last time in a Constructicon video, because when I get the last two members, I'm just going to use the ones I already have. So, you were great while you were being used. Maybe I should have done LongHaul first. It would have been more symbolic since I had another crane vehicle, that being Hook. Oh well. Too late. Well, yeah, I guess so, because of size comparisons. Because it was Hook, I would have whipped out LongHaul instead. Then up next, we have from Transformers Studio C's Transformers the Movie, Constructicon Deluxe Class Bone Crusher. And then lastly, and since these guys are in like a double pack, I'm just going to call them by the class size, which is Commander Class. So in any future video, they're just going to be called Commanders, because that's what they came from, is the Commander Class pack. But we have from Transformers Studio Series, Transformers the Movie, Commander Class, Constructicon Hook. See what I mean? Because, you know, it's going to be a Commander, because they come in double pack, but if I do use these guys in videos, I'm just going to call them Commanders. But yeah, pretty cool. Alright. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to show the instruction booklet. Alright, we're going to get LongHaul prep for construction mode, but before I do that, I'm going to show out the instruction booklet, and then I'll just cut to him getting ready for transformation, so I'll do that. Alright, well, here's the instruction manual. By the way, it only tells you how to transform them from alt mode to robot mode, so I'm going to have to whip out a guide and transformation progress. Just looking over, flip it around. Yeah, the first part of it is for Hook, then the second part's for LongHaul. You may have to put this as slow motion when you watch this one. Alright, well, that's the instruction booklet. Now then, let's get LongHaul actually prepped for construction mode. Alright, so to get started, first off you take off this plaster, and since I'm looking at a guide off to the side, sometimes it's going to be long pauses, but I'm just going to cut them out in post-production, but just in case you see, like, for some reason, some weird cuts, that's why. So, first step, you want to peg that and just kind of leave it. Alright, then you're going to want to unpeg the legs. And officially, you're supposed to, like, plug these back in, but since, you know, I just prefer to keep the legs tabbed in. They're tabbed in, but officially you're supposed to plug the legs back in. Then you're supposed to, I believe, click them together. Undo that, because it clips in. So now it just looks awkward. And then you just want to fold in his feetsies. Then we come over here, which I think is a pretty cool detail, is when you open this up, you actually see some gear pods. They didn't have to do that, but, you know, I guess since it's AlsoMyFirstCommander, they probably had the budget for it. But, you know, they could have just left it, like, green with the details in, or just nothing at all, just have it be plain out green. But it's kind of cool, because, like, you see some details only during transformation only. Like, for example, like, my animated Voyager class Optimus Prime from Legacy United, when you, like, take off his window tab to transform him into truck mode, you actually see, like, you actually see, like, a driver's seat and wheels. But yeah, then you're supposed to fold down the head, put that back up. Then you want to push in his hand, which seem to do that a lot. Alright, so we're gonna like compress his arms in, like so. So bring it out. It's kind of like Hook, how you compress his arms in. You're also gonna do that with LongHaul. His legs keep on tabbing. Alright, this just looks stupid. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. What's next? Alright, so what you want to do next is untab his arms. And I gotta see how you tab the arms in, so I gotta pay attention to the guide. Alright. So what you want to do is have this tab into there. So, alright. It's just a matter of finding it, which I do completely off camera, but yeah, you want this piece to tab into there. Like so. Alright, then you're going to take this piece and just kind of plug it in, snap it down, boom. There's your front. Now he just has his legs out. Alright, so then you're just gonna compress his legs, but you see how those holes right here? Those holes right there are tabs, and they're supposed to connect inwards, so it holds a connection. So that's why you don't have his feet angle. And okay, mine did not go in. Now then, and there's LongHaul in his alt mode. And before we appreciate that, here is this trailer, which is very solid, I will admit. But for weapon storage, I only see 2 ports. So I guess it's also like a smokestack. But yeah, he transforms into, I believe this is a dump truck, or it's a front end loader. It's one of the two, but I think the front end loader is for scrapper, so yeah, I do believe this is a dump truck. But here is his trailer, which it's just devastated bits. So there's like his chest piece, the sides of his chest piece. As they fall off, they fall. They're very loose, so you gotta be careful. And then these are his hands, which you plug in that port to like have it be stored. Yeah, see, comes out. Well, actually, since these are blast effect compatible, you can have them hold it. So it's like a 5 missile rocket launcher. So yeah, that's how you can do it. Then when you store them, make sure the blast effect ports are facing towards the LongHaul. I mean, I don't think it really matters, but that's just how the instructions say it is. But I don't ever see dump trucks carry trailers. Always, I'm just out of it. Try and get this piece in. I'm going to the store like I do with Tractortron, just have a trailer off to the side. Honestly, when I get enough Transformers, I'm just going to start storing the trailers in their boxes, have them in a bin. But yeah, so how you do that is, I believe you got untab his legs. I got it on finally. He took a little bit. But yeah, here's Devastator's trailer. Well, more like LongHaul's trailer, I guess. I keep it on for the rest of the video, but I tried doing size comparisons where I just measure from the truck. But yeah, I mean, it moves pretty well. Like, it's not really impeding anything. If you're wondering what's in here, like I said, these two forms the hands. This is Devastator's upper legs, and this is Devastator's like side panels for his chest, and then down there's the middle part for his chest. Yeah, it comes out very easy, but it's like whatever. One thing I will admit though, these side things come off easily because they only hold on by one tab, so if you just press like that, they come off super easy. But yeah, this is a pretty fun toy. Like I will admit, like I could definitely see kids enjoying this. Plus, you need it anyways for Devastator. But let's get into those size comparisons. Like I said, I'm just trying to compare it with the actual vehicle mode. I'm not really going to count this because this is extra shot, but I'm just going to keep it attached to the size comparison. But first, we have from Transformers Earthrise, Voyager Class Grapple. So, let's see, that's the end of your bumper. Alright, Grapple beats out LongHaul. Because remember, I'm just trying to compare with just the dump truck. The trailer's like whatever, I'm just keeping it on. But the wheels feel really nice. I'm not going to doubt that. It would be cool if like, I mean like I know it has to be his legs, but it'd be cool if like it was a bit of an empty dump truck so you got your put stuff in there. See what I mean? They come out super easy. Thank you. But yeah. Then up next we have from Transformers Studio Series, Transformers the Movie, Deluxe Class Bone Crusher. I think one of the scavengers is going to be like hook size because of his crane arm. But yeah. Obviously, you know, he's a deluxe. He's going to be tiny. See what I mean? You got to be careful how you grab this thing because they keep knocking off Devastator's side pieces. Wee. And then last week we have from Transformers Studio Series, the movie, the Commander Class Constructicon Hook. Okay, so we move that out of the way, bumper to bumper. Actually, I think they're the same size. And also, funnily enough, you can see their heads while they're transformed. We lost his trailer. Oh no. Actually, I'll just keep it parked right here so it looks cool. There for illusions. Well, that's been my look at Transformers Studio Series, Transformers the Movie, Commander Class Constructicon LongHaul. I'd like to thank you folks for watching this review. If folks did enjoy the review, give the video a thumbs up, drop a comment down below. I'll apply them as fast as I can. And subscribe and hit the bell to be notified whenever I drop a new video /show/stream. But until next time, toodles.